Alright, this one is the very much requested for lesson for Benoit balls. I did just charge my camera only a little bit, so hopefully I can fit this whole thing in there. That's what she said. And I do have the tab all written up already, so I'm going to be referring back to that because there are a lot of different parts of the song. So I'm just going to start it off after the little intro about the Dobermans. It goes like this. So that, again, slower, goes like this. Now the next part is a fast picking part, and in my cover of the song I play it a lot differently than I know I should have. I did know all along that that the notes are all harmonics, and I played it up here instead because I thought it would be easier for some reason, and it's actually not easier to play that because you're going from up here down to try and get this part down here as clean as possible. It doesn't really work out that well. So it actually goes like this. So in the actual tab, all I have written down are the changes. So for example, it says 5 on the G and then a 4 and a 5 on the D. But just listen to the song and watch me play it and you'll know when to change. So it'll go like, and if you don't know what a harmonic is, I'll try and explain it pretty quick so I can get through this video. Instead of pressing down on a fret, we'll say the 5th fret on the G, that's what pressing it all the way down will sound like. But a harmonic is a little different. Instead of pushing down inside between the 2 frets, you're actually hovering over the actual fret just ahead of the space that you're looking for. So instead of playing right here for the 5, you would hover over this fret, and then you're just kind of touching it. You're not pressing down or anything, and then you just play it. But depending on where, like kind of where you are, it could sound a tiny bit different. So I mean, if you're playing like a little bit lower, it's going to sound completely different. So it takes a little practice if you're a beginner with that, so definitely practice that. And I know there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to do harmonics a lot easier. So just like I said, so you're not pressing it down. If you press it down, it would sound like, which is very wrong. So if you want to play it the way that I play it in my old cover, not really old cover, but my more recent cover, it goes like this. That's only a 15, a 14, and a 15 on the E and the B string. So if you want to play it like that, I mean you can, but it's not really the correct way to play it. So I'll play that part again a little slower, just so you get it. What you want to make sure not to do is if you're playing, say like a harmonic on the 5th string, you don't want to have like your other finger resting it lower on the string, so you don't want to have like your index finger resting like right here because it won't sound right. See what I mean? So just practice with that, and eventually you'll get a lot better at it, and it really does make a big difference. So after that comes more or less the chorus riff, but it's actually not during the chorus. It's actually before that the really fast guitar part. It just goes like this. And you play that that twice. I shouldn't really have to explain too much with that. It's just... So just memorize that pattern and you should really get it no problem. And next is probably, you might be able to say it's the hardest riff in the song. It is definitely fast and it can be a little tricky, but fast it goes like this. So I try to think of it as four small parts. The first part going, second part, third part, fourth part. So when you break it up into little parts like that, it makes it easier to memorize. I have it all in the tab, so I shouldn't have to really explain too much about it, but I'll play it slower just so you can kind of get a better idea of what it should sound like. And you do play this this part later in the song slower, so you can kind of hear it better then if you're having trouble with how fast it's going. So after that comes the verse. There's two different parts to the verse, and first part goes like this. All that really is just some octave chords. If you don't like playing octave chords like that, starting on the G string, G and the B really, or no, the D and the B. You could go, but I think it just sounds a little better when you play it like that. And then the second part of the verse is pretty much doing just a lower version of that same riff. It just goes. Alright, after that comes the chorus, which is a riff I already showed you how to do. It's really simple, it just goes like this. After a bunch of repeated parts that I already pretty much showed you how to do, comes the bridge. And so after the chorus, the second chorus, you would end on this. And then it goes like this. And then it goes into that main riff from before that goes like. I just play it palm muted. It definitely cuts the sound down a little bit, but in the song it's more or less like a clean, it might even be like a clean palm mute, I can't really tell, but it's definitely not like full volume, full gain and all that. So I'm just gonna show you how to do that little first part again, just so you get it in your brain. It just goes like. Showed you already. After that, it does like another slower part, more or less the verse riff, but it's palm muted and it's really soft. It just goes like this. And then after that, it does. Just like in the verse, it does like a lower version of that, and it goes like this. Or if you want to play it just like the other way. And then it pretty much goes into the last riff of, well, not the last riff of the song, but the last new riff pretty much to close out the bridge, and it goes like this. And then it goes into that harmonic part again. So that last part's slower. Again, think of it as 4 different parts, and it's really easy to memorize. It goes like this. That'd be part 1. Then part 2 is, and then part 3 is pretty much the same as part. It is the same as part 1. And then part 4 is a little bit different from part 2 in the sense that it just ends with an extra note. Because that helps to transition into. So I'm going to check and see how much time I got left on this video, just in case, because since I didn't play it exactly how I did in my last cover video, I figure if I have enough time, I'll just do a quick cover of it, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm only at 11 minutes right now, so that's not bad. I'm just going to start the song and just play it from there. It won't have like the song layered over it. I'm just going to play it through my computer speakers like I used to, and we'll just go with that.
No, you ain't gonna take it unless it's from a door. Ladies and Ladies and gentlemen, for your listening pleasure,
messed up a tiny bit, but you get the idea. If you need any help with anything, just send me a message, leave a comment. You know the whole deal. I try to explain it the best I can. So thanks for watching, and that's it.